extra big clown shoes for fouling, something like that.
21-4. Great. Oh, we have a game. Underworld. We're playing against Underworld against the Grinning Moon. So 1500 Kislev versus 1110 Underworld.
Good record.
Let's have a look. Who have we got? No Go Grizz, and he has got a record of 3-1-0. So must know what he's doing. 2 rerolls. That's interesting. It's not a bad team to run into. The problem is we've only got 11 players, and our 2 Mighty Blow piling ons have gone. So let's just remind ourselves what we've got to be using. Oh no! So our team, 3 blitzers, unfortunately no tackle, but we've got a blodge guard and a agility 4. Oh, he's got an agility thrower, leader on the thrower, is he? Okay. We've got 2 catches, and then we have got some tackle. At least we've got 2 tackles.
Oh, King went and got a new duvet and a turtles bed set for Christmas. What? Ninja Turtles? You need a double for mutations on Underworld Skaven, do you?
No.
The thrower into a third. If you've got a double, you take Mighty Blow then, and
Correct.
then make him a third blitzer.
Yeah, that's how.
So yeah, Beaziel's right. Strong arm and leader are not really how you'd want a Skaven thrower on a Underworld team.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a predict the score? I'm actually not sure about this one. This one might be one that we don't win. But what does everyone think the score is going to be? I know it's
Yours not win 3-1.
All right. So Zunk's 3-1. Anyone predict the score? Very surprised that predict the score normally gets more people in that.
Oh, they're doing it. Hello, Triago. How you doing, mate? Do you know, I'm a bit peckish. I'm going to get one of those ham and cheese sandwiches on the go. That's it.
Alright. There's been quite a few concession Underworlds. A 3-2 Hurricane hat-trick, okay. Let's see if he speaks. Oh,
hello.
I have. Texter. Texter, he's Russian. Is Texter still with us?
He was, but you can't really type Russian because you haven't got Cyrillic characters, have you?
No, but isn't there English? Like, you can type Russian in English, can't you?
Listen to yourself. No.
No, you know what I mean. It sounds stupid when you say it out loud, but you can type Russian it with the English characters. Yeah, King Win has got some of it. That's not Dos Vidania. That's it. Dosvidanya, yeah. What does that mean again? So Tector, how would I say? Have a nice day. This is being streamed on Twitch.
Does it work if you have Cyrillic letters in the chat, and then can you copy paste that? Does that work?
1, 2. I don't know. One.
Hello, Duca. How you doing?
2, 3. 4.
I'm slightly quiet at the sec because I'm just constructing cheddar and honey roast ham sandwiches.
Let's just scroll back up.
There you go. Well, Texas just plonked it down in Cyrillic, so you can copy that and then paste it into the chat.
Oh, what a perfect defense look. Oh, I have copy pasted it, Tector. I don't know whether my computer will understand.
Oh yeah, I'm better now, mate. Yeah, I just had a cold this week.
That's what my computer's just done. Oh dear, that's hilarious.
What?
I just pasted it in, and that's what my computer did. It went, what the fuck? Tector, can I have that?
Now I think you're a lunatic.
Tector, can I have that in? Can I have that in English, please?
It doesn't mean in English. Can you do it using English letters? There you go. King Winter's there.
King Winter, I trust that is actually not, hey, go fuck yourself, la 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 la.
Hold on, I recognise that from Team America. You can't type that.
What? I've just written it.
Oh God.
Have you really? What are you doing? Without that last sentence, preferably. Oh no.
I recognise. Isn't that the Russian for grandmother? Oh God. Something about goats. I know your intentions are good here, but I'm really hoping that this isn't just coming across as really offensive.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I have no idea what he's just said there.
On the plus side, Huanshi, at least he hasn't mentioned YouTube yet, so, you know. He's trying to be friendly, so just in case there's any doubt in anyone's mind. Hopefully it came across that way. Have we had a translation of what your opponent said? Was it something like, "That's outrageous, I hate you, I'm gonna
I
get
don't
you,
know, because he wrote back in Russian, so I don't know what he said.
We'll hit enter so that our Russian-speaking friends can see it and then tell you what it said. Is what I am thinking. Oh, this ham is brilliant. I'm really enjoying this.
I'm pleased you're enjoying it. Where's Tector?
There, he's here. Ah, phew. Okay, so it worked. Dark suggests he said, "Shut up, stupid American." He could have, who knows? But no, Tector confirmed that the intended message had come across exactly as we'd hoped, and everybody's on the same page. Good. That's a risk, though, mate. It really is. But it worked, so well done. And thank you, Tector and King Winter.
Wrong stream, Jalil.
To be fair, though, Dark, I mean, speaking also, obviously we're British as well. If you heard a Ukrainian guy and a Russian guy both speak, could you tell the difference? So, you know.
I know what Sikh Blayat stands for.
You run with a rough crowd, didn't you?
I played Dota for many years, remember this.
Oh, League of Cross, yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever think Andy gets a bit vexed playing Blood Bowl, he ain't seen nothing until you've seen him play League of Cross.
Very true. Ukrainian is actually very different from Russian. I suppose.
Oh, Tector, yes, I know that's exactly my point. That even though it is completely different, to an English guy who speaks neither, they couldn't tell the difference. I'd suggest. So, just to counter Dark's point that Russian guys assume he's American, you know, quite reasonable. Steak Mittens, hello buddy, how you doing? Dr. Nick says Dota is a bit rage-inducing. A bit?
Yeah, Dota probably gets me slightly more vexed than I'd expect to.
Do you know, Pid, I can't remember Muffin Thief playing. Oh, hang on, yes, no I can.
Yeah, you can.
We don't hear from Muffin Thief anymore, do we?
No, his head actually exploded shortly after playing Dota.
Well, even Cyrus used to get pretty grumpy, and he's normally quite a mellow sort of chap. But he used to get quite a cob on, didn't he, playing Dota? I think it's just one of those games that's really annoying. Don't play it was my verdict. Devil's Eye? Yeah, sure. Link, whatever you like, mate. As long as it's not anything really horrendous. You know, human decency and all that.
There we go, scored. Right, so we've done... Let's play the game on defence. Yeah, Duke, so what I did is I decided to play a different game that's not totally stress-related.
Yannian says he once saw an article entitled Man Murders of the Man Over Video Game and thought to himself, I bet that was Dota. And then he continued reading the rest of the article, and it was, in fact, Dota. It's not a shock, is it?
No.
Dark says CSGO is rage-inducing for him. He once kicked his couch after playing that and removed his entire big toenail. God. Oh, Bazzy tries. It's all with the best of intentions, you know. He'll be fine.
I think I want to do that, actually. Yeah. Who, me? Trying to be polite and friendly? Is that what he's talking about?
Yes. Trying to make friends.
Yeah, you know. Well, you know what they say? Today's opponent is tomorrow's viewer. Is next week's YouTube follower.
It's like the David Brent of Blood Bowl. You know, means well, but doesn't always work out.
Tector, how would I say...
Says Andy.
If you're enjoying this, you could watch it again for free whenever you like on the thing that must not be named. But don't call it that. Call it YouTube. Spoken like... Maybe Kim plays Blood Bowl. Unlikely.
Well, isn't he the reigning universe best Blood Bowl player ever? I'm sure he is in his own head. No, we've spoken to Guinness, and he's the American Guinness, isn't he?
American, Canadian. I think he's from Canada.
Wanna be me? Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the program. He's Canadian, right? My bad. I remember we spoke to him, and he had transatlantic kind of twang. It was a while ago.
Oh, hello, Matto. Can always tell when you're in chat.
Matto. How you doing? Caps Lock key stuck again. Nice to see you.
What he's doing is he's going to tell us that his parents have taken the caps lock key out of his keyboard and they took it away. It's not his fault.
Why would his parents? Matto's 43.
I don't know.
Just imagining my mum coming around trying to do anything with a keyboard. She says, "Oh, can you give me a hand with this? It's technology and I'm frightened of it."
Yeah, Canadian's a bit of a meme. I made that one myself.
Did you see the news this week with Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un basically swapping messages via TV and Twitter? And the gist of it went, stupid Americans, we've got nuclear weapons, we can take you out anytime we like. And Trump going, we've got more nuclear weapons than you do, bring it, goofy hair. It was something along those lines of that level of... if it wasn't so fucking terrifying that they both genuinely do have that capability, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Dino, yes, that's really true. I paraphrased, but it was basically North Korea said we've got nuclear weapons, don't fuck us about because we can nuke you, and Trump came back with we've got more, and my nuclear button works. It was pretty much it.
What I do like, by the way, is that Donald Trump's, I think it is daughter, has suddenly started becoming in the British media as a somebody. I wonder if they're grooming her to be the next president.
I think she's just gutted she didn't get to marry a prince. Meghan Markle's got the CIA following her all over the place at the minute. Baz says, would we really miss America? Oh, Baz. Well, we'd lose at least 30 subs for a kick-off, so that would be a blow. And then, of course, there's films. Henry Judas, 4 months in a row. Thank you very much.
Do you know, it's very kind of you. Thank you very much. That is very good. Thank you.
No, there's lots I like about America. American people are generally quite charming and friendly. Yeah, the music's good. Like I said, films is nice. I'd happily live in America.
Yeah, me too.
Well, apart from anything else, the climate suits me. Like really interestingly cold in the winter and lovely and hot in the summer. Smashing.
That's one of your requirements, isn't it?
Oh, it'd be nice. Honestly, you not coming round this weekend, you have missed out. This ham will be gone as of tomorrow lunch. It is superb. I have to ask Mum exactly what it is. She got it from Waitrose, part of her Ocado order, and it arrived. And it was she got this leg of ham that just gigantic. She just says, whilst I'm fixing a telly, do you want some ham? Well, oh yeah, sure. So she gave me a whole stash of enough for, I'd say, 12 sandwiches. Slave Porn says, not sure if America would happily have me. They would. I've been before. I was kind of counting on Skurametso to, put a word in for us. I could maybe live in his basement for a bit until I got settled. Skuro, would it be all right? I don't know who these people that we're currently talking about are. Who's Belichick and Brady? Are they American football players?
No idea. Sorry.
I don't know. Oh, they are American football players. Oh, back of the net. See, I'd fit right in. Skuro says, what do I think about large dogs? Very much like large dogs. Yeah. In fact, large dogs probably best pet.
What would you do if you were the Underworld coach here?
Well, Bite-Size Centre's right. I'd be quite good at being American. I look like one for a kickoff. Oh, sorry, AstroTalk. I've got a ham sandwich. Well, it's not. Well, it isn't just ham. It's this particularly nice joint of ham that my mother got and donated a bunch of ham to me, as there was so much of it. And I bought some German smoked cheese and some ciabatta bread, and I've got that with a little bit of tomato chili. Fidurgan says, am I really fat? I'm not really fat. I'm a man of stature, I would say, but no, I'm not. I can still get through doors and stuff.
Mostly.
At least don't bang my head on everything. Lanky. So, when's the baby due? Are you going to call it Zunk?
No.
I like 4x4s and Tom Petty burgers.
Oh, Glasshammer's got himself knocked out again.
But it's part of the job, though, the Kislev lineman. It's just stand around and absorb pain for the others. You know, when you enjoy a light meal, and it was so nice that you're actually looking forward to the next time that you're going to have it, like, which will be tomorrow lunchtime. It's that good. Oh, fantastic. I haven't really looked at this game. How's it going?
Yeah, right. Potential one die on the ball.
Larkin says, does 2 hits benefit leap? Nope. As Malago's answered that. Thank you, Malago. Beziel and Skirametso are now starting to talk Martian. I see the words, but it means nothing to me.
Oh, so much for 2 dice on the ball.
Who's getting shipped to Cleveland? What? Middlesbrough? Poor bastard. No, I'm confused now. I think, no, we're definitely still talking about American football. Don't I ask, is NFL popular outside America? There's pockets of interest. In the UK, there are plenty of folks that quite like it and follow it. But trying to think of a good analogy, really. Popular enough that I know if you said American football, I could think of half a dozen folks I know who are into it. Yeah, me too. I mean, they tried to get American football in the UK, but it didn't take off. It was a team that was based at Wembley, wasn't there? And they have an American football NFL game at Wembley every now and then. That they ship them both over.
Yes, they do. Ooh, got one.
Well, Baz, yeah, but then darts. Darts isn't really about darts. Darts is about being in a pub. I mean, watching paint dry, if it was in a pub, would become a national sport in Britain, let's be fair. I'd like to ask about snooker. Snooker's not played loads because you need a 12-foot, £5,000 snooker table on which to do it, and most people have neither the funds nor the space. But people watch it on telly a bit. It was pretty popular in the 80s, but then there was only 3 channels. So if BBC Two popped snooker on, it was okay.
Snooker is fun to watch if Ronner is playing. Yeah, he's a bit like quite a flamboyant person, isn't he? If it was Blood Bowl related, he'd be like someone who likes surfing a lot and being quite aggressive all the time. I would probably describe them as.
Oh, and we have breaking news from around the grounds. Glassboy, commiserations. Killjoy, hearty congratulations. 2-1 to Killjoy.
Wow. Well, Glassboy just got himself knocked out. Maybe that was a sign of things to come.
Was it a good game, fellas? Everybody happy?
Mellow Gold, true story though. My brother played an American football team from America at his uni in Middlesbrough. They lost. Then the American football team played a game of rugby. The American footballers refused to play in the second half because it was too rough. Wow. What happened there, by the way? Nothing. Oh, nothing. Actually was nothing.
Ben, yes, is what I would recommend. If you get past Friday tea time and the game isn't played, and you've alerted the admins and blah blah blah, you're more likely to get a favourable admin result if the game doesn't happen. If you demonstrate that you've put the effort in, so the fact you've put a post will probably do it. But at this stage, I would drop a PM to your admins and your opponent saying, hi John, haven't heard from you, hope everything is okay with you this end. And that pretty much, if the game doesn't happen, when the admins on Tuesday tea time have to put a result in, they'll go, yes, Ben's done this, nothing from the opponent, straight win for Ben, no question. Oh God, no! We used to play rugby at school. It's a fucking nightmare. It's no coincidence that most rugby players have got cauliflower ears, broken noses, missing teeth, because it's fucking violent. That's why, with absolutely no protection. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think American football would be a complete walk in the park, but there's some comfort that you've got a helmet and stuff. But then do they hold back less because of the the body armor? They tend to maybe throw themselves head first into things that rugby players might be a little bit more ginger about doing. Oh, Dino, Australian rules football is basically unarmed combat, though, isn't it? Well, boxing, you've got gloves and medics and stuff. Australian rules football that's worst, probably the worst of those games we've mentioned so far for sort of how likely you get absolutely mashed. Oh, Scurro, no, I would haul you up there. I'd say rugby players are just as likely to be enormous, weird giants as American football players are. I'd say that they're very comparable, would be my guess. It depends what position they play. The forwards will certainly be hulking brutes of men. Well, and any rugby fans out there can help me out. I'm not a huge expert, but looking at the rugby teams, they look pretty massive to me. 120 kilos is about 300 pounds for Dagan. So 350 pounds, about 135 kilos, I would say. But yeah, it does depend on the position. Oh, American footballers are bigger, are they? Oh, okay. I think a lot of rugby though is speed, not just size. So a lot of the positions won't be particularly big at all. I think I'd just safely say I wouldn't really fancy playing either. I think both of them would be quite brutal. Killjoy says, fresh lizards, skinks first skill, sure feet.
No, sidestep and diving tackle are the two normal ones.
He asked me, didn't ask you. Shut up.
Okay.
Diving tackle or sidestep, probably first.
Phew.
You said the other way around.
Oh right. Oh, okay.
Oh no! To watch it, Bubba Hotep, I'd watch American football all day long compared to cricket. Absolutely. Yeah, cricket. I just don't get at all. I've played cricket. I've been and watched cricket. The best I can get from pals who like it is as an excuse to go and sit in the sunshine and get drunk. But then, why do we have pubs? Because you can go and sit in the sunshine and get drunk. I don't hate cricket, Dr. Net. I just think it's a bit dull. I'm just not interested. I appreciate that people like it, but no, not really all that interested. And that's not specifically cricket. I find baseball about the same. Well, T20 is better, BZL, but then there's a load of the hardcore cricket fans are quite down on T20 as it's not proper Test match cricket, all that. So you're right, but again, that wasn't universally popular, was it? I feel I've only got room for so much sport in my life before I run out of time to watch it. So there's Blood Bowl, because that's a proper sport, and then football, and then it's time to go to bed. I think with American football, you've got plenty of time to enjoy yourself with snacks. Like, oh no, I've run out of nachos and guacamole. Never mind, in 2 minutes' time, they'll have another opportunity to nip and get some. So it's quite conducive to that, which is nice. State Mittens likes hockey. Well, hockey's quite good to watch. That's why they keep making lots of films about it. I still think proper football is my favourite thing, and it used to be the case that you take the piss out of the Americans about playing proper football, but the United States football team's actually pretty good these days. Of course, I've seen Slapshot or Lock, but there's loads of films about ice hockey, isn't there? I mean, there must be a dozen plus, like fairly mainstream movies that have been made about ice hockey. Did the US not qualify for the World Cup?
I don't think so, no.
Wow.
Ice hockey just makes a great movie. US football team better than English one? At this stage, no, but
they've had results against England, but broadly speaking, no, not really. They're pretty good at teamwork and organisation, but I don't think they have the individual star players. The England underperform, I would argue, quite staggeringly consistently for the last 50 years.
Jesus, it's fucking freezing.
Who's doing the blitz? Is it Farron?
Hang on a sec. Ev, can you turn the heating on? Blindingly cold.
It's 6 and 2 threes, really, AstroTurf, isn't it? Yeah, the weight of expectation is big. But then, if you look at the player base that England's got to pick from, they're just unequivocally proven strong players. Where it seems to go wrong is forever we seem to pick the best players rather than the best team. And I don't know if it's in the background that they don't play enough together to really work together. But I mean, you can't sort of look at Harry Kane and say he's not a world-class striker, because he really is. You know, there are not many strikers that are significantly better than young Harry Kane is. But then, if you go back a generation or two, AstroTurf, you know, well, we had Lampard, Gerrard, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, all of whom were real top-class midfield players, but put them together and it just didn't work. But England aren't unique in that. I mean, Holland have got the same problem, that for decades they've had some really exceptional players all on the same teams, but not really firing in all cylinders when you put them, you know, in a competition.
The Italians also had the same problem, didn't they? For a while, they had really good players, but they never got them to work properly together.
Don't know. I'd say England's worse.
Oh, worse? Yes. I'm just mean that topic.
See, I think the opposite of that is the Germans, who've got some good players, but what they've got way beyond that is that whatever German team comes out is cohesive and organised and are basically just drilled, whereas a lot of the other national sides just look like a bunch of strangers. Killjoy, Frank Lampard's not that old. He only retired 2 years ago. Frank Lampard's 37 now. Oh, he's not even retired. He's still playing. Right there. No, I'm not.
Yeah, the English team would have done better if they'd just said, right, Gerrard or Lampard, you're the person to play. The other one has to sit on the bench.
And if we'd cloned Chris Waddle to play on the left wing. Or if Ryan Giggs wasn't Welsh, in inverted commas.
Is he actually English? I thought he was Welsh.
Didn't sound Welsh, does it?
Cold.
Sounds like from Manchester.
Okay, so we've given our opponents some problems to think about. And the question is, can he get himself out of them?
Lochan asked, does Wales have its own national team? Yes, it's how Gareth Bale gets into national caps, Lochan.
Which is a shame, because it would be lovely if he was English.
Well, Wales actually aren't a terrible side. They'd be ranked 30th-ish in the world, something like that. Baz says Ryan Giggs couldn't qualify for England. Well, we needed a left winger during the golden generation, Baz, so I think he probably would. Honest, I really do. Because what we did in practice was instead play Frank Lampard as sort of central left, and we didn't really have a left winger at all.
He's in a right world of bother here. He's going to get himself all manner of surf-tastical surfs if things don't work for him. Oh, I'll just make the casual 4 then. Well, I'll be turning that off. Oh, he scored. Oh well. Well, congratulations to my opponent.
Good afternoon, James. Are you well? Did you kick first half?
Receive. Because I went and just scored, didn't I?
So you're a little bit up against it at the minute, then.
Yeah,
Still doable, but all right.
Yeah, need to go score quickly.
Oh, Jimmy, are you playing ogres? Hadn't noticed. Good luck in the finals, mate. Hello, Braxios. How you doing? Yes, ogres in the playoffs. Stop mentioning that, though. You're upsetting Jimmy. He's I tell you what, that's going to be the hardest $100 you've ever earned, mate. So what, you're going for the quick score now, are you? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 turns with Kislev's not super tough, is it? Bulls could be in a better spot, mine. Yeah, I just clocked that BZL. As you probably imagine, I've not really been paying a great deal of close attention, so yeah, fair cop, mate. I did quietly think to myself, well, duh, just after I said it. Oh, Durham, when in Civ 5, once they got the 2 expansions out, the Gods and Kings and the other one, it was actually a lot better. The vanilla one was entirely forgettable, but the post-expansion version of Civ 5, we actually played quite a bit. It's Civ 6 I can't really get into. I've got it, but I dabbled and then went and do something else.
Yeah, I haven't actually bought Civ 6, and I've played Civs 1 to 5 all the way through, thought they were all fantastic, and I just thought, nah, Civ 6, the civilizations, sort of Civ 3 onwards, really require the expansions to become the final game, so I thought I'd just wait until they released the whole lot.
I'd say 5 was the biggest one that was a fairly forgettable vanilla game and was so much better with the expansions. But I don't know. I think it's because Total War came out, and for those sort of games of we'll play this over a long period of time, I'd just keep playing Total War instead. Well, to be fair, Villy, I didn't buy Civ 5 on release because everybody in Coca-Cola and UKBBL Ventrilo at the time who had bought it went, "No, I don't like it." And then they started playing it again when the expansions came out, and I got it in a Steam sale as a bundle for, not too much cash. Oh, Dr. Nick, I mean specifically the Warhammer Total War. I played early Total War. I think I had Shogun, Medieval 2, and Rome, and then just stopped playing it for a while. It was when Warhammer Total War came out that this is too much of a thing to miss. I think he's going to stop his scoring here, mate. Well, there's always the catch it and leap.
Correct.
It's a big ask though, isn't it? What's the catch? 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus?
Yeah, we'll make it better than that. Don't worry. Don't worry.
I did like XCOM as well, Swedish Salt. I've played all of those from Laser Squad up to XCOM 2 and everything in between. I bought all of those. Played them all through at least once, a couple of times for some of them. Well, a lot of them, though, Total War Warhammer is basically Total War Blood Bowl. It's certainly the same races. Yeah, there's lots I like about XCOM 2. In fact, we were talking about making that the Thursday night stream of having a playthrough of XCOM 2 with the Long War mod. Have you played XCOM already, Jimmy, or is it one that you've had and just sat on? Because there's a lot of really cool stuff. The fact that you can design and name and do all sorts with the team is quite nice. I like that. I guess the thing with XCOM that it shares with Blood Bowl is just the RNG factor of sometimes it just shafts you up the arse when you've done absolutely nothing strategically wrong, and it just all goes to hell in a handbasket. That can be a bit mind-numbing. Oh, hard lines, Andrew.
Shocker, it was Nurgis that would let me down. Always Nurgis lets me down.
Stop picking on Nurgis. He's becoming a new killjoy. Leave him alone. Gornak, hello mate. Welcome to the show. Yeah, Andy and I have always streamed this together, so you can't see me, which is mixed blessing, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. That's a big chunk of what goes on is I just play games. So if you're interested in watching the game, you just sit and watch. If you're interested in the general chitter chatter, then you listen to Zung. Occasionally I talk about the game.
Occasionally I talk about the game, not so much at the moment. Well, the chat's talking about all sorts of stuff, and it's trying to engage with the audience. Henry Hughes says, have I seen the trailer for Phoenix Point yet? From the makers of XCOM, looks amazing.
No, Link.
I haven't, but I'll go and have a look.
Link, please, Henry.
It'll be on YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but he probably knows what the best one to watch is. So if you drop us a link, then I can check it. Because what I tend to do is I tend to open up all the different tabs as people start talking about them, and then I can check them out later.
Devil's Eye likes Divinity Original Sin 2. I played Divinity Original Sin and thought it was not a bad go at making a new Baldur's Gate. I didn't really like the look of the second one, just because the whole starting off on a ship and then going to the island. I watched a little bit on YouTube and it didn't grab me.
Cheers, Henry. I'll watch that in a little while.
I think because we're streaming so much, that time that I would normally spend playing video games, tend to be doing this instead. So when we finish streaming, I don't think, right, having been sat at the computer for 6 hours, I think I'll sit at the computer for 6 hours. It doesn't really happen. Oh, passive sent off. Spot on luck.
Good.
Baldur's Gate was one of the first things I played when I got a gaming PC back in the early 90s. Baldur's Gate was excellent.
That was very
really
good.
Liked that.
Yes.
Really liked that. Darkest Dungeon seems really popular, doesn't it? There's lots of people playing that. And I don't know, I think I'm missing something. Does it remind any of you guys that it's a little bit like Final Fantasy games, that it's all like we'll take turns here and play some cards and all that kind of thing?
It reminds me a little bit of Shining in the Darkness and is it called Shining Force? Shining Force, Shining in the Darkness. They were Sega Mega Drive games. The dungeon element does anyway. Hello, Mankiz.
Bubba Hotep, it's very sweet of you to say so. I wish we could do it for a living. If you all could possibly contact 10 friends and get them all in watching this, then there we go. Now we're in business. But Jimmy will tell you that if you're streaming Blood Bowl, it's a tough way to make a living, I tell you. Yeah. So no, it isn't that.
Well, actually, we're looking at the throughput of people who watch the show on a daily basis. If every single person who ever came into the show did a subscription, we could do it full time. That actually is enough. There is physically enough people to make it work. However, on Twitch you get somewhere between 8 and 15% of the population generally subscribe to a channel. So we'd need to not only sort of break the mold, but utterly smash it.
I think it's more realistic that Blood Bowl just becomes 10 times more popular. Brackets, neither of which is going to happen. But here's the thing that we figured, let's try and play a more popular game. So we started streaming Warhammer Total War when it was relatively new. It had been out a couple of weeks, maybe, if that, and just no bugger watched. So we give up.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy's done it with his combat prams. That didn't have the same player base. He gets more people to watch. Murloc Joe with his minions, when he streams Blood Bowl 2, he gets a chunk of people watch. When he streams something else, not so much. Every single Blood Bowl streamer that I've seen try something else. Sage, when he streams his something else, that doesn't always work, does it? That's because the community that we're talking to right now, you're all Blood Bowl players. Braxius, yeah. Oh, Locken, thank you kindly.
Thank you very much, Locken. Welcome to the Dava. I can't say it.
Right, so that's one of you subscribed. We just need to get the other 166 subscribed, and then we can quit work. Ev, we're going to quit work next week.
But Braxios was our other Total War viewer, wasn't he? Yeah. Well, Andy would say, how's the audience looking? I'd say they both look fine.
New sub hype. Yeah.
Astra and Win don't expect you to either, at all. The fact that anybody subs is still, I find, absolutely miraculous. So, for those of you that do, folks, thank you very much. And for those that do not, no pressure either. It's all good. We'd far rather that we get folks watching us, because if it was lonely in here, we'd probably eventually just stop doing it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Go on then.
Oh, well, that'll happen anyway. That's independent. This is just more me being lazy. That I haven't actually got any nearby pals that I go to the pictures with. So I just tend to watch a load of stuff on Sky Movies and Netflix and stuff. Pedro Jack, I don't know. You haven't started. End of the month, mate. So I've got that joyous thing that I no longer have the pressure of having to find a job, but don't actually have to go to one either. This is brilliant. I imagine this is what retirement's like. Looking forward to that as well. Yeah, Geiger says he sees other people who stream getting money pledged to them. I think if you're doing streaming as a profession and you do more streaming than we do, then that's fair enough. But we do what three a week pretty much, consistently 3 a week. It isn't a full-time thing, and it won't be, because how many hours do we do? Probably 15 a week.
20. 15 to 20.
I'm thinking once I start work, so
oh right, yeah, 15.
2 hours on a Tuesday, and then probably 6 hours on each of the other 2. Killjoy says Zunk is ignoring the very popular Doki Doki Literature Club suggestion.
AstroTour just killed an ogre.
You're gonna have to. What?
I like the idea that AstroTour has killed an ogre. Grindle, that's actually only 2 ogres I owe you now, because someone has killed an ogre on stream.
We haven't played ogres for, I can't remember last time we played ogres. Pretty much. Oh, Braxius. I don't think the Total War streams were particularly good. Andy was learning the game, and it was new enough that I wasn't able to give him really quick answers, and it's just lots of us scratch our heads going, what shall I do now? It was a bit slow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, VGP was playing Hearthguard, a beta Viking RTS. No, I haven't seen that. Well, Catalama, that's marketing, mate. So all power to him. That's success. That is.
Do you know what the thing I like about the bits and cheers and things is because it actually has an effect on the screen and things, and I'm not sure that pledging would work in the same way. People are talking about gifting and stuff, that's why I mentioned that.
So I was just rolling a cigarette, so my fingers were busy. Did you have any further thoughts about? Do you want to do something on Thursdays, or
Yeah.
is? Well, also don't forget at the start of the month I'll be getting back in at 9:30 on a Thursday, so not really going to be around long term to do much of that.
I know. That's been the problem.
Well, we often haven't done anything on a Thursday for a long time anyway.
I know.
Well, that's what we figured a lot. We were playing Total War Co-op, but it was just a bit too slow. Folks got bored in between the battles. The battles were quite good, but everything else was a bit kind of, get on with it. Geiger asks, have I got a job? Geiger, where have you been, man? Yes, we have a job. We're starting at the end of the month. Yeah, I know what you mean, Count Cypher. The whole thing, start to finish, is quite appealing, isn't it? But I was vaporizing yesterday to see, can I switch back? I think when I start work, I'll go back on the vape thing.
Lucky fucker. That move there is really annoying.
No, Matthias, he leaves the house just when the camera's not on, mate. And Andy's got a long trousers 9 to 5. I say 9 to 5, 8:30 till 6 kind of job. Alokan says, have we played Invisible Ink? I haven't, mate. Before we were doing this, I used to play a lot of PlanetSide. That was good. Hello, Starving Darwin. How you doing? Nice to see you. Ferdurgan asked, did we play Hearts of Iron 4? I never actually played that, though it does look quite good. Honestly, the way I'm thinking at the moment is about to start new job, and so you tend to be fairly 100% throwing yourself into getting to grips with what you're doing, and plus the hours of work aren't brilliant for streaming. I'll be at work 12:30 lunchtime until 9 p.m. Monday to Thursday, and then 10 till 4 on a Sunday, I think it is. So we'll still be able to do Sunday night, Saturday show, and then I'll rock up about 9:30 on a Tuesday, and so it makes a little bit of a dent. But my understanding, just from what they were talking about in the interview, is that more conventional shifts are likely available because they're expanding rapidly, and it tends to be the newer folks that get the shit shifts. So I don't necessarily think it will be forever, but we will see. I mean, Kanor's got a hugely successful channel, and he turns up on a Friday night, and that's about it, usually, isn't it? So we'd still be significantly streaming. I'd say we'd be doing probably a comparable amount to what Sage is doing.
Yeah, there's not going to be a great deal of a drop, I don't think.
Well, I think you'll probably play the same, but just get Bevan or Via Hetero or Hellboy, whoever, to come and guest with you on Tuesday, and then I rock up when I rock up.
Yeah.
Well, don't forget as well, though, folks, that it's not the limiting factor isn't just when we're at work. Also, Andy's trying to hold down a fledgling relationship, and there's only so many rings and babies and houses he can throw at her before she'll actually leave if you keep streaming all the time. So, there's that to consider as well. Hellboy's knackered the days he spent 3.5 hours fixing his girlfriend's dad's shed roof. That was very nice of you, Hellboy. Tenner an hour, or?
Fuck, we're 2-1 down.
State of Decay 2 for co-op gaming. Yeah, okay, Mikey. We'll have a look at that. Andy, Alokan asks a controversial question. How well does Ava tolerate you streaming? He's curious. I'll leave you to answer that one.
Oh, come on, come back. Can I have 10 players? Fuck.
Has a look round to see if she's in earshot.
It is. Yeah.
Andy, you're not winning. What's going on?
I know. It's because I've tried to stop him twice, and both times we just haven't.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Oh well, steak dinner, Hellboy. That's kind of worth it.
The Rich T bot followed us now.
It's T on his alternative account until he gets his phone fixed.
Oh right, okay.
Well, T had got the 2-stage authorization stuff, and then Twitch, his main account, randomly signed itself out, and he can't log back in until he gets a phone back online.
Oh,
first world problems, I know, but
no, it did that to me yesterday. Bizarrely, I was like, why the fuck have I got to log in again? This is stupid. So I can completely get what the problem with that is.
See you later, Helgen. Have a nice day.
Have a nice date.
Have a nice day.
All right, okay. Yeah, enjoy your day.
Pretty common parlance round here.
Yeah.
Killjoy points out, no burn, no win. Coincidence? He's got a point. I think it's not so much that, it's more that, like you say, you've had 2 opportunities to realistically stop scores, and neither of them have worked. Hence you 2-1 down. Homage, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the programme. I notice you've just not answered that question.
What was the question?
Olokan asks, how well does Ava tolerate you streaming? He's curious.
Yeah.
Better than most women I've ever met?
Yeah.
I would say. That's probably about right. Because you used to have a relationship with previous girlfriends that were pretty much, you think I'm awesome, whereas I'm not that bothered, so I'll do what I want until eventually you get sick and leave me, but I won't be bothered, was pretty much the deal. But this one's different. So this is a new paradigm for you, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
And I don't think I was being unkind there, would you? Was that about accurate?
Yeah, that broadly covers it off.
That's probably right, isn't it? Yeah. There was definitely a vibe of they needed you more than you needed them, is what I felt. I've been met a couple of them. Baz speculates that Mrs. Darbo might get more annoyed about holidays being based around tabletop competitions. Oh, I don't know. It depends how good you are at sort of being...
Phone call.
What was I going to say? It depends how good Andy is at being attentive and doing good boyfriendy things in between times. I could conceive how he'd get away with it, because when Andy's been away for these tabletop weekends, they've gone for a week, and so he's only spent a small portion of the holiday doing that. Destronov says, "Where is Mrs. Darbo from?" Originally Poland, but she obviously lives and works in the UK. But yeah, she's Polish originally, I think.
Yep.
Pedro, I can't explain it either, but apparently chicks dig Andy. Who knew? Do you remember a couple of years ago when he brought round the lass with the nice thighs, and the cats were climbing all over, and she made the comment about, Andy, we should get a cat, and see your little face, like, you don't live with me and that ain't changing. I could just see it written across your face. Catalama speculates that Ev's got no issue with your streaming because Andy makes so much money with Twitch. Shall I tell him how much I've earned doing this so far since mid-June? 35 quid.
Yeah, because we haven't.
£35.
Yeah, we haven't sorted that out yet. No,
but it's a good story though. When people assume that we're making thousands out of this, it really isn't. It really isn't.
Astrotour, it's 5th, but thank you very much.
20-second-ish. 20 seconds. What an insult.
Cheers, Destro.
Well, Locken, you say what's manly about playing computer games? Well, in the traditional sense of is it butch, outdoorsy and machismo? No, obviously. But do men tend to do it? I'd say yes. Hey, Fan Fox, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth. What's 265?
Elo. My opponent seems to have appeared to understand how Kislev work.
I mean, there are plenty of women who also like video games. I'm certain of this fact. I've never actually managed to find one that sort of looks half reasonable and has got a pleasant disposition and would otherwise consider dating. But, you know, hope springs eternal. Tell you, here's a factor though. With you missing, I'd say Muir even more than Killjoy. It's a fact that you're still facing nearly all the rats, so they're now able to get in the way and make scoring not a foregone conclusion. So even equalising here is a challenge.
That's correct.
Oh, BZL, it happens, you know. If you can find a common interest, happy days, you know. Slave porn, that doesn't happen anymore. I challenge you to find any naked women or even semi-naked women on the show. The new GIFs are all entirely family friendly. Baz, that's what I'm hoping, that somebody's going to buy Kelly Brook a copy of Blood Bowl for Christmas and she'll get into it and then go, wow, Zunk sounds great. Let's meet Zunk. I want to date him. He looks like Billy Zane after all. Well, I could get in an Audi and go for the Statham, couldn't I? That's vaguely plausible.
Back in a sec.
Good luck. It's like tennis or looking, isn't it? So that nice again. Ah, Baz, well, look, rather than try and defend sort of having Kelly and Rachel gifts, welcoming followers and stuff, we just figured that even if it was a minority of people didn't like it, you know, why put anybody off? And so, hence now you've got a load of kittens instead. Because everybody likes kittens, right?
Some come with fluffy mittens.
We haven't seen kittens with fluffy mittens for a while, have we?
No. Disappointing.
He comes on from time to time.
Braxios prefers puppies to kittens.
Yeah. We've got a whole new problem now, haven't we? Maybe we'll maybe get a puppy in on the rotation, I don't know.
Yeah, we could try and get a kitten puppy.
We do need a bit of Ron and Linda back. Ron and Linda were okay, were they? Everybody liked that? That wasn't offensive, was it? Ron and Linda? I like Ron and Linda.
SJW. What's an SJW? Star J Wars. I don't know.
I'm not sure what the SJW is either. No.
Social Justice Warrior, right, okay. Well, I don't know what Social Justice Warrior is either. Okay.
I don't know. Oh, Pidpad's just resubscribed. Pid, thank you very much indeed. And you're right, Zunkbot's been suspiciously quiet on that.
It hasn't picked it up actually. No, what's happened? Streamlabs has not accepted your subscription. So Streamlabs hasn't picked it up, and thus it hasn't counted it. That's bizarre.
What? Pidpad has been rejected by Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Can we inquire into this? That's outrageous. Pidpad, I'm so terribly, awfully sorry.
It hasn't picked it up at all.
What an outrage. Are you a lot bickering amongst yourselves? Knock it off. Be nice to each other. Norrie says we do still have a... well, yeah, we've got the host GIF, don't we? Is it the host GIF or the sub GIF? But yeah, that's there. There is some calves. I don't mean baby cows. I mean the lower portion of Kelly Brook's legs. But she's wearing a very tasteful frock. Oh, see, we're not talking about politics. God, no. Last time we did that, never heard the end of it. Yeah, I noticed that, BZL. The fact that, oh, what was she called? Can't remember. He did say, people were saying slightly weird things to her. Well, that's not very cool, was it? Killjoy, shut up, man. Just trying to keep it on an even keel. It's a good. Do you watch that a lot, BZL? I do think he does a very good show. None of the games he usually plays I've got any interest in, but still watch from time to time. I just think he does a top job.
I wonder why I didn't pick it up. Pidpad, what did you do? Why can't you... bizarre. Oh well.
Well, when I re-subbed with Twitch Prime the other day, it used to pick it up but didn't. So it seems to be a bit hit and miss.
Yeah, I can see the list of people who subscribed today. It's got...
Norrie's asking, can Andy do it? It's in the balance, I would say.
In fact, there's been 7 subscriptions today. I'm not sure it's picked them all up. Slave Porn Pop Rots, Takari Yoshi,
right, Hellboy confirms
Francolino.
that was Tiny Pixels on Call of Cthulhu show. She's frequently in the chat and does other events like roleplay stuff. Yeah. It's a good channel, isn't it? Oh, Pedpad, yeah, that worked.
There we go.
Thanks, Ped.
Hey! What did you do differently the first time and the second time? Partly so we can tell everyone else. That's hot enough now. I'll do it, because you're... You have to reload the page. Oh, right, okay.
Modern technology, eh? What can you do?
So Braxios has just hang on. Braxios has resubscribed as well. Didn't get a thing for Braxios. Why didn't we get a thing for Braxios?
Oh, Braxios, thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Hellboy, I do watch Adam from time to time. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
It's picked up Braxios now. 4 months in a row. Thank you very much indeed. How marvellous.
Mate, does this work? Hang on. So if I just start picking on people and then go, look, they've just subscribed. Will it work? I don't think it will it?
No. Shut up. Just about got the thing on track. Destronov, stop upsetting people, you naughty Russian prince. I know Destro's not really Russian or a prince, but the name sounds like it could be, couldn't it? You know. I like to think of Destronov living in a castle somewhere.
Hellboy, did you see that? That was a surf, and that one was just for you.
Just for you.
Yeah. He asked me. Oh dear, broke it. He said that I don't do enough surfing, so just surf one, just for you. So yeah, we listened to our audience. I acted on what you asked for.
Okay. So we've got breaking news that Destronov is in fact weaponized vodka. You should consider that as merchandise, Destro. You get that on your YouTube channel. That would be a hit, I think, mate. I think you're onto something. Braxio says, have we done a second Twitch partner application yet? Yes. Andy did it last week. Start of this week. A few days ago.
Fucking hell. I'll have to reroll that. Last week.
You can't get close enough, can you? This is going to be a draw, I think.
It's alright. I've got I've got 2 more turns. So that turn was remove. My worry was using that reroll. If I hadn't used the reroll, he could have passed and ran off.
I mean, Wormthrax is on hand with jump up and quite near the ball, so that's definitely a plus. And the rats are largely contained at the minute. Largely.
Hellboy, you didn't say it 4 weeks ago, now did you? It was yesterday. You complained about it yesterday. Anyway, there's a surf just for you. Okay, that one was just yours.
Do you know what? I've had 2 Red Bulls with my lunch and I feel a bit peculiar now.
And Rich's tea, no problem at all. I thought it would be good for everyone. Weaponizing vodka. But if you say I can have a chocolate biscuit, I'll have a word with the missus. Maybe I can. Look at that! Look, we're walking into his half just by being hit. State Mittens just rushing forward.
Hi, Hotspur. I'd say a mixture of things. Skaven coach is playing well, and Andy had opportunities to close down the 2 touchdowns that the Rats scored, but by hook or by crook they wriggled through. So no, it's not been sort of horrific luck or just one of those games. Francolino, thank you very much indeed for the resub. 3 months in a row. God bless you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, that's annoying. Wormthrax being stunned, that's not brilliant.
No, it's not ideal, but we can do something about it. Do I want to dodge? Yes, I do. This is suggesting that all the people who've resubscribed today, or if you are thinking of subscribing, you need to refresh your web page so it then picks it up. Because Francolino, did you do that at 12:30? By the way, if you did, and then it's only just picked it up now, that's quite concerning.
I think it could be a temporary quirk or bug that's crept in, because formerly this has been working pretty much bob on, as far as we know. Oh, Leazar, I think you found his team. What have you discovered, Leazar? What's floating your boat, mate? Is it Hawks? Go on, say Hawks. I like Hawks. Not enough Hawk love in this channel. I don't mean, go out on a hot date with an Hawk and have a few drinks and one thing leads to another. Oh, Bretonians. Okay, left field choice. The Berts are a bit like the Kislevs, that they perform better than you'd think, but Oh, Norrie, that's very, very amusing. Absolutely chivalrous. Hotspur says, which team will Andy pick for the playoffs? He is qualified for both as it stands, and undecided as best we can tell. Hasn't chosen yet. So I think part of it is see what happens at the end and do they both qualify, and then, God, I don't know.
Yeah, at this stage I genuinely don't know what I'm going to pick.
Well, what we've been talking about to date as to which ones to go for is the Undead are probably the stronger of the two teams, and chances of progressing well. The Undead are a known quantity, and they're, as Undead teams go, they're pretty decent, pretty solid. But the Kislevs have also got the surprise factor that they do. I know, as we're sat at 2-2, maybe this is going to fall flat, but they do pull things out the bag over and over and over again. So I'd be happy to watch either, whichever you fancy for me. All I can ask, have I ever played Faster Than Light? I haven't, but I know folks who do and have. That's the one where you're on a spaceship and you're trying to sort of stop it falling to bits, right? Okay, crunch time. Are the Rats going to save the draw? Because they can't score. Not remotely. So you've definitely a point is in the bag. So what should the Rats do?
That's the question, isn't it?
Well, if you can do a 2-die blitz and pick the ball up, which is probably all you'll need, you'll win this.
Yeah, he can't.
But you haven't got a re-roll, so it's in the balance.
Yeah. Hotspur, what he can't do is he can't throw with the thrower and throw the goblin, because throwing the goblin counts as a pass action. The best you could probably do here is throw the goblin down the field. Don't move the goblin. Throw the ball to the goblin, and then the goblin score. So it could be a thing, but he has to be clever enough to know that is an option. Well, Glasshammer's still on the field, I suppose.
I mean, if you're the Rats, what do you do here? Move the board forward and punt it, because probably the better of the options.
Okay. Well, he can't move the ball now. That ball is there.
Right.
Right. Ball retrieval mode.
One catcher picks up and gives it to the other, but can you shift the ball out the way? He's done a pretty good job there. The challenge is that the ball's in 2 tackle zones. That's his biggest advantage in this situation. Bite Strike Centre, you can only pass the ball once, but you can also do a handoff.
Okay, so that's just to move that out of the way and makes the next piece just a little more easier. Now I can hit the goblin.
Push him on the ball.
Yeah, and you may as well push him onto the ball, because unless I get 1 innated plus a catch, I'm probably in no worse position.
And you're not following here to reduce the chances of you accidentally catching it with your blitzer, which would be the end of the whole thing anyway.
Oh, that's a shame. So, alright, so it's 3 plus pickup, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Oh, fucking hell, there's a lot of 2s. Alright, let's try and pick it up first. Okay. So I can do 2-2, 2-2, or I can do 3-2. So check, I think. So 3-3, 2-2 has a 30% chance of working. Hang on, sorry, 3. It's not even 3, is it? It's 2-2. 2 for go for it, 2 for go for it, 2 pass, 2 catch, is 4 2s is 48%. Or I can throw it where I am now, 3-2, has 55. So the best option is to pass it from the square I'm in. There we go, we won.
And there we go. See what? Once again, the Kislev's just pulled something out the bag. This looked like a draw all day long. Well played, Sunshine.
Thanks very much. Kislev can out-elf elves, Braxios says. Well, I probably would out-elf an elf, because I've got 2 Mighty Blow piling on things, so I've got most of what an elf can do, plus some bash. It's a bit like humans. Humans do quite well against elves at solid TV. No, we're not going to buy you. Oh, Nurgie's got the MVP. Like the most un-MVP player ever. So, Boing Boing Splat are now 1890 TV.
No level ups there.
No level ups at all, unfortunately.
Joe's just arrived with a host of 41. Joe, thank you ever so much. And Joe fans, welcome to the show.
Indeed. Right, I'll just be a moment. And let's just remind ourselves where we get to. So that was game 21, 22. That was game 26. And that puts us at 21-1-4. So I'll be right back in just a second.